even hear myself. Hello everyone. Welcome. This is wild. Game loud. Audio. Ah, that's a bit better. Right. You are listening to me. If that's. Let's just do that. Right. That's brilliant. Okay, this is just a test stream, but if you can hear me, say hello in chat. Welcome, welcome. To anyone that is in chat. I mean, to me this is absolutely wild. In fact, if I go to Twitch, I don't know if it's gonna echo maybe. It might do. So if I go my account, stream. Maybe. Oh, maybe. I could just hear a wild echo. But I've got a microphone. Oh, brilliant. Okay. Sweet. Right. Well, in that case, I might as well stream. So, hello. Welcome to fans. If I do something like this, and sort of balance the microphone very precariously. Does that work? No. Okay. So you might be wondering to yourself, why am I doing this? What's going on? Have I hit a midlife crisis? The answer is, I've not. Not yet. Let's do something like that maybe. Oh my god, that's perfect. Right. I have a microphone stand, so that's brilliant. Is it picking up alright? Is it doing alright? Can't really tell, to be honest. What if I talk into it like this? Ah, if I talk into it like this, it sounds okay. Right. So, you have joined me on a test stream where I'm just going to basically play from my SimRig that I've built. So, the slightly annoying problem is I can't hear the game. Because basically the game is coming out of two different sources, right? It's coming out of the SimRig, which goes charge of 360 102 working on 141. Correct mandatory culture as a next tail. With them, half a press, whichever. 215. No problems reported, we should keep your wits about you for 90 minutes. So an hour and 30. But there we go. That might be quite fun to do actually. Because I could do that one, but that means I've got another 4-car unit. I think I'll go for that. So you may have noticed, very much into my trains. Why is Streamlabs? Why is Streamlabs frozen? Is everything working as it should be? Yes, it should be. Why is the footage frozen? Let's figure that out. If I just pause the game so it doesn't whinge at me. Properties. That's that one. Oh. Be a good reset, we'll do it good. Okay. We'll roll with it. I mean, the audio's going through, which is interesting. So, what the hell? Actually, I wonder. Let's do. This. Sorry. Where is it? Okay. So in theory, I should now be able to hear it. Maybe? Is it going to let me through the headphones? I don't know. I can't tell. No. I don't know. Oh, I can hear an echo. Oh, that's weird. Ooh. Alright. I suppose that's just so I can listen to myself again. Oh, it is. Oh, because he yellows me then. Okay, fine. Welcome, chat. Can you see this or not? I mean, I don't know. Can't really tell. If you've been watching my streams for a little while, you'll know that I'd use something slightly different for my microphone capture, but I think this will do. Would have the microphone was facing the right way. I can now hear the game, that's a good start. So, let's open the doors. We need the pantograph up. Which will electrify it, which is good. I think right there, if we put it into forward, we can then... We then clear for departure. That's weird. Because it's saying that the front cab will be there, but that can't be right. Hold on. So we are there. Oh no, that is correct. Cool. We just need to wait for that signal to clear and then we should be alright to move on. There you go. Don't give it too much, Wally. Already. Just move it slowly out from its switch down to manning tree. Got headlights on already. We could do with some wipers on. Where are we? Wiper control switch. Let's get that on like that. That will do just fine. There we go. Let's just get it up to speed now, because then we can do the run to Manningtree. Of course I'm running a bit too high on this route. I've only travelled once on this route, and I've done Manningtree, I've done Colchester, Manningtree. In fact, I've swapped platforms at Manningtree, which is interesting. So we'll be doing that in a moment as well, because I've done the ferry terminal. It's very weird hearing my voice, but in this case it's not really a major problem. There we go. So if we let it gain speed, because it clearly shows we're going to go and do a corner and then probably get back up to 100. So if we keep up notch 2 for a moment. But yeah, so if you're watching this and you're going, why on God's earth is he playing this? Why is he not playing Need for Speed Heat? Bit of wall slip protection there. And that's because, if I'm honest with you, this is more me. If I'm being real, I'm very much a train guy. Cars and me don't get along too well. There we go. Should be fine to go up to 100. But yeah, I'm very much a train guy. So while I've not done this particular route in real life, I know it fairly well. Because it's just the Great Anglian main line. But there you go. So now we'll ramp up a little bit of speed and get us through down to London Liverpool Street, which is our final destination. But I think we're more or less going to be stopping at Chelmsford to allow for that switch to change. There we go. Little baby 4-car unit on the East Anglian main line, which is interesting because you look at the main lines that we've got in Britain, and this is one of the more bottlenecked parts of the network. If you look at sort of East Coast main line, West Coast main line, they're sort of 4 tracks, whereas this is very much a 3-car jobby. Well, not even a 3-car jobby, it's more 2 tracks. Manningtree's where the branch comes off, if I remember correctly. We're just about to top out at 100, just in that moment. 99, there we go, we're now at high speed. In fact, can we keep it going now? Or is it just going to top out? It's going to top out, there we go. Keep it at notch 1. In fact, we could probably go at notch 2 just to maintain speed. Notch 3 perhaps? Yeah, there we go. Notch 3, keep and maintaining speed. Just like so. Cool. Yeah, this is very much me. This is very much me stream. Very much me testing, just testing out the graphics. The SimRig, which by the looks of it, what you're seeing is exactly what I'm seeing, which is pretty damn good. There we go, so notch 3 now, it's taking us up to speed properly. But yeah, so in terms of this setup, it's an older i7, 16 gigs of RAM, and a 1050 Ti, which for the Sims that I'm going to be playing is perfect. All of that is being captured on a very cheap Timu capture card, which is surprisingly capturing the footage really well, so I've got to give it credit where credit's due. And the microphone and outputs that I'm also hearing are actually fairly good. I did get some coil wine when I was trying this out yesterday, but I think now it's got 5 volts power, I think it's actually okay. There we go, it says level crossing. Not using anything too spectacular, I'm just using a TechNet mouse just to get me around, and the keyboard isn't anything that good either. It's more of it's just a HP, little slimline chubby, but it's fine. Clear that fault, there we go, we're fine because we're going down the route anyway. The microphone I'm using is just a one I've had for a good few years now. It's from V-Moda. I used to have headphones a long time ago before I switched over to Soundcore by Anchor, but yeah, I forgot I had this microphone, so it means I was actually going to get another version of what I've got here, but I think we should be alright. depending on how well it sounds and bits like that as well. Looks like we've got a speed reduction coming up ahead, so we're going to have to keep an eye on that on the main line as well. There we go. Let's just see if it's telling us now, so we can start beginning a reduction in speed towards that 8 miles per hour speed limit. But yeah, I mean, obviously for those that have been watching what I do, first time I'm really streaming train sim, which is quite nice for me. I mean, this is something I do enjoy playing in my spare time and bits like that. So it's nice to be able to stream it for once for you guys. I think I've already sped bits like that, which is not a problem. But this is the whole point of SimRig. It's to the point where I can now boot up a game of a simulator and I can send that signal not just to the screen that I'm looking at, which is just a HP 23 inch monitor. I forget the model number itself, but what it allows me to do is I can now stream this from my actual desktop behind me, but use the SimRig itself in order to achieve this, which is quite handy and quite nice to see. So this branch here that we can see, I don't know if you can see my mouse. Oh, you can. Oh, that's cool. So that branch there, I've actually travelled on. So what we're pulling into now, this is Manningtree. Are we on time? We are on time. We're a bit early actually. There we go. Lovely stuff. In fact, it might even tell you. For denim, something I saw. There we go. Let's just stop where we are. And doors. That was a good little run actually. But yeah, if you go that way. How many? Is that a 5 car? 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's a 4 car. So these days it's now a 725 car unit that goes all the way down on the line towards Harwich International and bits like that, so ferry stuff, which is quite cool. And obviously we're on the up line going towards London. Platform 3. Been on this one before in real life. So platform 3 is where you go up for sort of, well, we just came from Ipswich, but Norwich as well is, I think it's about a 10-mile run or something like that. It's quite close together, to be fair. But yeah, we're still quite early. We've arrived on time, which is good. Just gonna grab a drink. There we go. Got quite a bit of cable actually. Where's my microphone? There it is. Alright. Let me have a quick sip of my drink. Right. Can you hear me? I don't know. I think we can just about. There we go, Clift. Had to just clear that error there on the old dash. We're almost clear for departure anyway. On platform... What platform is this? Platform 2, I make that. There we go, we're cleared. Just gonna wait for doors to close. The problem with these doors is they are so slow to close. Why are we not moving? What's going on? Okay. Don't quite know what's going on. Let's just flip it back, maybe. I don't know what's going on. Why can't we move? Let's just apply some brakes maybe and reset the train. See what's going on here. I think we can go ahead and turn those off. Let's put it back on. It's weird. Just reset the train. I don't know what's going on. That's really annoying. Do you know what? Fuck it, I can't really be. This is the annoying thing. It's like, it's not the train that I usually would drive. If I will jump into the train I would usually drive. So, let's simulate a train. So, that's perfect. King's Cross, that'll do. So, the line I usually travel on, and the line I usually use, is the East Coast Main Line. Specifically between King's Cross and Peterborough. Class 700s. Brilliant set of train. Okay. Actually, to be fair, I could check the manual for door operation on this route so we can simulate the actual stop, or the stopping pattern I should say. So, let's be quickly just hopping over. So I'm capturing my screen so you guys can actually see as well. Because I've got SimRig designed the way it is, it means it's actually grabbing its documents on a server instead, which is quite interesting. So, what we're after here is keyboard controls, and what I'm after is UNO and UOR. Cool. So the game will freak out for a minute here because we're at King's Cross. Oh, there we go. I've already forgotten what door or what one it is. Don't know. Don't know, let's set up the train. So we're going to open up the doors, we're going to clear that.
TPWS and AWS operational.
There we go, reset the DRA. Let's just get that ready to go. Aha! If I just open it on the other side. Oops. Did not mean to do that. Whoopsie daisy. Alright, let's get going. But yeah, so this is the Armstrong Powerhouse Class 700. So, I'm going to go into the gaswork tunnels through on the down line so that we can go to Finsbury Park. So we're going to call it Finsbury Park. Let's go Alexandra Palace, Potter's Bar, Hatfield, Wollongong City, Welland North, Nebworth, Stevenage, Hitchin, Arlesey, Biggleswade, Sandy, St Neots, Huntingdon and Peterborough. So effectively a slow line train going up towards Peterborough. And again, these are my trains that I drive, not drive, but take every single day of my life. So I'm very, very used to the 700s. They get a lot of flack for what they are. Are they as good as the 365s that are literally next to us? No, but for what they are and what they do, it's not horrendous. I think I've just set that up wrong, actually. Need to be in the daytime, really. In fact, what I will do is I'll get the controls up on my phone so I can have a look-see. There we go. We won't do a scenario as per se, but we'll do a similar style one. Armstrong House class 700 manual. This is the enhancement pack that comes with the 717s as well. So there we go. We've just got had it approved to go to 45 miles per hour through the pathing. So there we go. So now we're into junction. So for those that don't know, if you travel on Thameslink, the 12 car units going down towards St Pancras are just there. This version of this route doesn't have that built in yet, which is quite interesting. There we go. But yeah, if you're new to Train Sim, I would highly suggest getting the AP enhancement pack, because then it goes from a very southeastern sounding train to one that is, well, far more accurate basically. It's a really good enhancement pack actually for the 700s. Yeah, they get a lot of hate. They're in the big wide world. They get a lot of hate. But yet they're not awful trains in hindsight. You know, from a driver's point of view, I know they're very, very easy to drive. From a passenger point of view, I mean, they're uncomfortable. Yeah, definitely. They're not perfect. They are what they are. But you have to remember that these are commuter trains. They are designed, 2017, so compared to the 365s, which were designed by British Rail. You know, these trains offset that bit of track just to our left. That's where we usually see 800s go up towards the sidings at Bounds Green. Do you know what? Actually, we'll skip Alexandra Palace. So we'll adapt that in our calling pattern. We'll just go straight to Potter's Bar. So let's just apply some brakes. So at Finsbury, trains call on the left-hand side. There we go. Doorways, right hand side. There they are. This train is to Peterborough, calling at Potter's Bar, Hatfield, Wollongong City, Welling North, Nebworth, Stevenage, Hitchin, Owsley, Biggleswade, Sandy, St Neots, Huntingdon and Peterborough. This train is formed of 8 coaches. Please be right down inside the coaches. And let's depart. It's because platform duties aren't quite complete yet. But now they are, because we can force the doors closed. Awesome. Next up, Finsbury Park. No, Finsbury Park, Jesus Christ. Potter's Bar. But yeah, we should be pathed for the slow line. which I think we are. Yeah, we are. So usually in real life, fast trains go on this 30-mile dip out, and they will then run fast up to Stevenage. We're not going to do that though, because we are in a 8-car 700 on the slope lines. So, and again, we have to bear in mind this route is quite old now. It's not got any significant tweaks since its first inception, really. Must be where we are speeding. Let's just dip under that, but we go 60, so that's fine. So we're going to pass through Haringey, through. I forget what borough of London it is actually. Ooh, speeding. There we go. Just keep it constant. Yeah, back in my university days, this would be my train to get me there in the mornings. So I know this all too well. Hornsey Depot just to the side. So the idea of Hornsey Depot is drivers would sign off here and get picked up. So I once had an 8-car unit. We literally picked up the driver who was right there, right at the corner of the station. And the driver comes and goes, "We're just going to pick up a driver, da 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 da." I'm like, okay, cool. You do you, you know. We still signal for green, which is fine by us. We're not too bothered by that. You will notice that as we pass Alexandra Palace, we're going to be pathed up to 75 miles per hour. That's totally normal. Current time in real life, 25 minutes past 8. Okay. So just going to pass Alexandra Palace. So we were going to call here, but now we're not. The nice thing about Ali Pali is 717s are on platform 4. We pass through and stop at platform 3 technically. And you can see that because you've got the Hertford loop that goes over here, but we're now going to have a section where we just lose power for about a split second. We're almost entering my favourite part of this network as well, actually, funny enough. So, if we... there we go, so there's 75, so if we just go here for a second, what we should see any second now, there's the pathing. So I can now accelerate and go up to 75 miles per hour, which means as we go through New South Gate and go up towards Oakley Park and beyond, we can now sort of get a decent high speed. We will obviously call at Potter's Bar and stops along there, excluding some of the others in between, where a 717 might serve it instead of a 700 itself. You have to remember as well, the 700s are older in comparison to the 717s. Same family of train, very same family of train, but very different layer of operation. And that's due to the Great Northern Thameslink operating patterns and calling patterns on the route itself. So you can see there's Oakley Park. So we'll go through the next set of tunnels which could take us through there. So it'll be Oakley Park, New Barnet, Hadley Woods, before reaching Potter's Bar. And again, this is just where my local knowledge comes in. So it's a line I have used far too many times. My first ever time actually was with the 365s and the 313 still in operation. Cast your mind back to that if you will. Do miss the 313s. Not as much as I miss the 365s. I think the 365s were the first train I took into London from where I was living at the time. So I've got a lot more memories with 365s. The happy trains, as they were. In fact, I might even call the stream slightly short at Stevenage. Says Oakley Park will perform the pass. Next station, pass New Barnet. Don't know if it's possible, and maybe you guys out there might be able to tell me, is there a way to path a train from not St Pancras International, I'm thinking of King's Cross to oh bugger, what am I thinking of? Yeah, so do the 12-car operation from King's Cross to Finsbury, and then from Finsbury run fast to Stevenage using the fast line. Is that possible on the fast down? I don't know. I don't know if it is. I imagine it would be because of the scenario, but it all depends on the pathing. If anyone wants to make that route as well, by the way, please do. Or can let me know if someone's made something like that. I know ATS and the Thompson Sim have come out with the 755, so I'm very interested to see those on the route, on the Great East Coast main line. I'd be intrigued to see what the 700s are like on the Great Anglian main line. That would be quite interesting. So we're just going to do the pass in Hadley Wood. Just going to maintain speed at the moment because our next calling point is after this station. The problem with the slow lines is it is exactly that. It is so slow. When you're running fast on the fast down, you've got this bit of curve. Now this bit of curve is my favourite on the East Coast main line, and that's because if I switch to a player view, you can see it's just banking ever so slightly. But if you run fast on a 12-car 700, the banking is really so much more obvious, and it's cannot begin to tell you how nice that is. And if you see it just right, it feels like you're touching the floor. It's pretty impressive. And obviously that's just between two tunnels as well. Pardon me. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how well this stream will do. I've no idea. This is more of just a test run to see how we can get on. In fact, actually, I might even call it earlier at Potter's Bar, because this is more of a test of what does this sound like, what does it look like, how does the stream work, is the stream looking good? Because as of right now, it looks fine from the way I'm playing it and the way I see it through Streamlabs, but, well, from when I turn around every now and then to have a look at Streamlabs, but I have no clue if it is as good as it looks, you know. So let's just enter Potter's Bar. We're a little too hot. Ooh, that's a bit hot. Ooh. Might just be all... No. Ah, too hot. Too hot. Ah, balls. Oh no. Usually you would contact the signaller to request the sort of pushback that we do. Oh my god. didn't see anything. I don't know what I'm on about. Some of you are going, oh fuck, why is he doing this? Oh no. How dare he reverse the train into a station? It's a near miss. Ah. There we go. Let's get these doors open. Doors open on the right hand side. And yeah, cool. I'm going to call it that for this mini stream, but if you're interested in seeing more, link up on the Discord. If you haven't joined the Discord, by the way, look at the channel panels at the bottom. But I'll see some of you on there. Give me some game suggestions. The SimRig's now up and running. It's now ready to go. So any simulation games that you think, oh, this would be really good to see. So Euro Truck. Don't know what that sound was for my throat. Euro Truck, American Truck Sim, obviously Train Sims. I've got Bus Sims. The world's our oyster, really. So I'm keen to hear what you guys think. Oh, that sounded a little bit better. How did I do that? Ah, there we go. Now it's a little bit closer to my voice. But yeah, do let me know what you think. I'd be interested to hear what you think about the stream and the quality. To me, the quality looks okay. Looks fine. I won't know for definite until after said stream. And obviously with the microphone as well. Let me switch microphones so you can just listen to the difference in the quality of sound. So this is coming from that little piddly microphone I've been using the entire stream, but it means I can actually hear the game. Whereas if I do this now, this is actually coming from my actual microphone, so now it sounds a little bit better. But there you go. Let me just switch back so you know which is which. So normal desktop that I use for my PlayStation 4, and this is back over to the stream station. I'll just open the right side. Shit, no I haven't. So that's you. There we go. So, I've done that twice this stream, but there you go. So I'm going to call it there. People, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching this test stream. Appreciate you.